What's good, everybody? Y'all already know who it is, man. It's Freddie G. This coming another on a Friday night, bro. Just finna come in and school some topics on the college football, bro. We finna have another season. Well, you ain't no telling what's gonna happen. I'm ready for it, man. And I'm gonna be honest with you, it's gonna be an epic year. I can already feel it. So we in for another one, man. I'm down for it. And matter of fact, to be honest with you, with the much chaos as we had last year, I'm just talking about all teams too. I ain't just talking about Alabama. All those coaches that was getting fired, bro. I couldn't believe that, man. That was like some. What's good, everybody? I don't know what that was. But yeah, but look, I'm gonna be honest with you too. This is another thing you gotta realize about college football. Like, there's no such thing as a guaranteed job. That's for players and or coaches. It's like, for example, if you're like a coach, like what's the Hugh came in the Auburn, we think he's gonna do something, you know. Which, like, to Auburn stand, he did something. He did trash, but that's like what Auburn fans do. So I don't know what this is. But yeah, I'm gonna be honest with you, like I said, bro, this is gonna be another good year of college football. I'm ready for it. And we just gotta be aware that, anything can happen. But one thing I gotta disagree with, a lot of these players like to, what's the word? They don't got no loyalty nowadays as far as like as a team. I don't even be surprised if they, you know, switch teams, which they have been doing like the last couple of years. That's why NIL been such a major factor. It's kind of lame too, man. I ain't gonna lie to you. I don't too much like it. I mean, I like the fact that players getting paid, but damn, at the same time though, like you don't know what a player gonna do the next season. You don't know if he's gonna be here or not. And it's crazy. Like, you giving like freshmen, they making like $1 million. Like, this is like I pop off dealerships alone. Like, with the Ron Williams, he got like $2 or $3 million. That is nuts. Mm-mm. Uh, Trying to figure it out. But look, I got a lot of teams that's probably gonna be good next year that I see going forward. Uh, and probably I'm gonna start off with Ohio State, even though they, like, to me, mediocre. They got a quarterback that's good because he came from Alabama, but nonetheless, he had a good season last year. We can't take that away from him. But at the same time, that game against Miami, that kind of, like, probably rubbed him the wrong way. He wanna go out next year looking better, which one, like I said, he could try, but like I said, man, Ohio State don't play nobody, bro. It's common knowledge. This team does not play nobody. But you still got like teams, fans, so-called fans that want to claim the Big Ten. Like, I gotta give it to y'all. Y'all running right now. Y'all running it. Y'all got 3 championships in a row. Congratulations. You got 4 championships in a row. Not four, three. Yeah, three. Hopefully, we don't get to 5. So somebody got to stop. I don't give a damn if it's the ACC. Somebody got to stop them. Cause I mean, as good as Indiana was, I really do think like they probably gonna be just like Ohio State. They're gonna mess around and lose a game next year. Trying to see what this saying about the stat, but it's showing that Notre Dame quarterback too. Oh, dang, the mic was off the whole. I've been talking to the thing, thinking this something wrong with my phone. It was on mute. But anyway, right now, like I said before, I got this team looking with the Ohio State looking like mid. They're looking pretty mid. But once they start like scheduling everybody on their schedule, like that's like worth the competition, and that I'll give them credit though. I ain't finna like what's that word? I can't even think of it. Regardless of the fact they play, they play Yale, they play Harvard, they play like they play them teams on their schedule, bro. They don't play nobody like that's good. They don't play nobody that's decent. But like I said, man, you gotta give them credit though. They number one for a reason, or was number one. They was number one. Them dudes, them what's that name? I don't know their mascot name. They trash though. I put more effort into like Michigan. Michigan got like a winning record. Up until last year, they was whooping. They was thumping Ohio State for like the last 3 or 4 years. But now you got other teams that's coming into the fold though. You got Oregon. They gonna be, even though they just got school drilled, like they they got school drilled worse than we did though. I mean, they got 55 points put on them. I'm like, damn. That's actually sad. But you can't really fault it. I mean, you can fault it, but that's a trash competition, man. It just leads to more like exposing in the playoffs. Cause Ohio State didn't really play nobody they didn't play nobody really in the regular season. Then when they played Indiana, Indiana gave them a game. Then they lost to Miami. So look, like I said before, when you like put these teams that's like in the top, like especially in the ACC, well not ACC, but in the Big Ten, check that schedule out before we can even like give them their praise though, because you got to say you play somebody. Now, like granted, the reigning defending champion is from the Big Ten, but like I said before, even he even admitted it. They got like a weak schedule. Like the ACC or the Big Ten got a weak schedule. So I don't know. It's just like I said before, man. You can't even win with this kind of Big Ten. The SEC need to come back and remain dominant. That's what we need to do from the get go. We don't need to be out here playing with this whole the dynasty did. Cause they've been saying like the SEC ain't won none in years, which like the last time they won was in 2022, which like I said was about 4 years ago. So, and even before that, the first 3 years was from the teams from the SEC, Bama and two from Georgia. So we halfway through the decade. So going into the mid. So the Big Ten got three and the SEC got three. So it's pretty much tied. So we gotta have the tiebreaker right here. No pun intended. That's big facts, man. We just gotta like get it going. I don't give a damn if it's damn LSU, which is another team that's gonna be kind of decent this year going forward. I can't wait to see how that look with Lane Kiffin under like the coaching, cause you know he all with the shenanigans. This dude don't really understand the game of this patient football. He got to be shown on TV. He got to be in front of the camera. He more important than the team. That's why when Ole Miss was like making it far in the playoffs, like getting them deep runs in the this past playoffs, he was like showing up to the game and everything, which they say he was still getting paid money from the game, like from Ole Miss. The further they got, because like he was still like technically the coach in a sense. But like I said, that was crazy. I was like and I was thinking to myself like in a crazy ass circumstance, if Ole Miss messed around and won a championship, how would that make Lane Kiffin look? It kind of put us in the middle. It would definitely put us in the middle because like he kind of created that team on the positive, but on the negative, you kind of left that team too to go join LSU. But you can't win for the lose though. Those are the teams I got that's probably going to improve. Hopefully, like I said, Alabama, we got a quarterback issue. I'm hoping that we get it under control. And I kind of like Keelan, but also Austin Mack, he pretty much did his thing when we was getting just beat down by Indiana. So I kind of would like to see who's going to be under center. I know we're gonna have a good offensive line because we damn near got rid of all offensive line because we were just horrendous from the O last year. So we're gonna work on the offensive line, get that out the way. Then I'll say probably we probably lose one game. We probably lose one or two games at max going into the playoffs. If one, I'll be appreciated if we just win. If we don't lose one, two, I'll be on the edge. But I do not want to lose three because then that put us in the committee's hands. I don't want to play that game anymore. When they got lucky last year, I ain't trying to play on the luck this year. So that's one thing I ain't trying to do. Play on the luck. I'm not trying to do that. But yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and end it on that note. I might slide back tomorrow. Probably gonna do a live. But this Freddie G, School of Hard Knocks. I'm out.